And I guess we are live.
Who knows?
Maybe. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Forgotten Roles. Just a few guys playing Dungeons and Dragons. Remote. Partially at least. Okay. Again, further ado to the last week's game. You meddled with each other, pretty much it. You
Sums it up quite.
yeah, you went to investigate the Lathai's dog den's den, where the little girl you few games before rescued, kind of a, sort of. I'm not sure.
Found. Took
Yeah.
under our wing.
Yeah. Investigated his dog's, hers, den, and had a internal quarrel about a chain that Morkran you kind of took, and it started to talk to you. And you are in impression that you would never let go of the chain. The chain itself has been speaking of his wife, or her wife, and the
Oh my.
holding the chain previously during the night time gives you a visitor of some kind.
A bloody lady.
A bloody
Literally.
lady, yeah.
Is it Bloody Mary?
Knock knock.
Never say it 3 times.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Tal didn't like that and started shooting arrows at Morkran.
Yep.
We had to have a discussion about your alignment, probably, but but
Actually, no. I was
well,
going.
yeah,
I was quite true to my alignment.
I looked into
Chaotic, crazy.
yeah, but yeah,
A little bit racist.
yeah. You came into some kind of agreement. I believe you went across the riverside and are currently on the other side discussing Kamos and Morkran. You two are having a chat whilst Tal and the little girl and Diab, you are standing on the shore. It's quite calm. Sun's slowly starting to get up, and you can hear some wildlife going off at the forest. Nothing bigger, just various birds and some smaller critters just meddling there. What are you doing?
Well, they told me to keep my distance of Morkran, so I'm doing that.
Yeah. And Kamos made a showing of pocketing the chain I have, but I kept it to myself.
You haven't yet displayed it to others, have you?
No.
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 Okay. So there you are, you two in the woods and the 3 of you at the shore. Do you go meet it at each other?
Morgan rises from the ground. He's been kind of bothered, not in the best of shapes. And I start walking the rest of the guys, yelling, "I hope you took my gear at least.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you left it in the shore, upriver."
It should be on the raft.
Yeah, actually, I just unpacked it. It's on the ground over there. Kepler points at the stuff they have unloaded so far.
Morgan kind of wobbles to his gear to check everything there.
The riverside
Maybe
is
put something not completely wet.
yeah. The riverside is quite wild. The river is harsh. The raft you made is barely just hanging to the ropes. You probably attached it to the nearby rocks by the shore, and it's making quite a lot of noise. But yeah, probably something still quite wearable, not too wet.
Well,
What?
you aren't going to say you're sorry for shooting arrows on him or anything?
Nope. I'm not sorry.
What a surprise.
I'm okay. I don't care really, as long as you don't shoot any more arrows towards me.
Can't promise that. Well, at least today I'm not gonna shoot, but maybe someday.
So nice to hear.
Someday you might ask me to shoot you.
Well, let's hope it won't come to that.
Yeah.
The little girl just kind of standing behind Diab behind you and kind of grasping your the bottom of your shirt and just holding with one hand and one hand holding her dog and just kind of looking at Tal. He's a bit scared of you, visibly. Shooting at arrows for in her mind at no reason.
Well, she is too young to understand these things.
And maybe.
So may I. Just elf things.
Okay, can we? Is it okay now?
Yeah, yes, it's fine.
Okay.
As you heard, we are safe for a day at least.
Keep it that way. Her dog just kind of disappears in the wind and just appears on your shoulder more and starts to lick off the blood off your face.
Well,
Good dog.
that might explain the bones in Den's den. Might. He's going to eat it.
Good for you then.
Well then.
Well done then.
Not this again.
Okay.
Oh.
What are you up to?
Well, we had breakfast already and
Well,
Got
at
to
least we
the
are
other
off
side.
of that damn island.
I think there was a outpost north of here.
Was it?
Northwest. Northwest. You know, not northwest, but northwest.
Yeah, but may have seen the map like once, so I might not be able to remember it as good as somebody. So it's north to me.
Tomato,
Hathaway.
tomato.
Hathaway.
So you go there.
Do we really need to?
What do we want?
It is the
I-
closest
this-
place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
we-
the human
do we-
settlement.
Can you repeat that?
It's the closest human settlement where we are.
Well,
Gush
settlement.
Maybe a town, maybe a camp, maybe something, I don't know. It's, let's say it's 2 days travel maybe, if I remember the map and distances.
You would. It
Two
was a
and a-
rough sketch, but easily understandable.
Yeah, about we made it to that one town in 2 days, and it's a bit far, well, almost the same distance, so two and a half days.
Well, there was a slight hold up.
Yeah, but it only took like an hour. We were supposed to take a rest that night anyway.
Yeah.
And then the next... Oh, my map doesn't reach anywhere.
There is nothing.
There's nothing to the south, at least on the map.
Edge of the world.
Yeah.
And west.
And
West
let's
side.
say about a week or two, if we follow the river from Gush here, we make it to Charn, where I don't want to go.
I understand. And I'm not making anyone to go, but I kinda need to go there.
And well, didn't Latai say that his brother was taken?
Her.
Her brother was taken to Charn.
Probably
Might
not
have
Charn,
Well,
but enlisted to the
Yeah.
army. And now you know what happens to
Mhm.
enlisted poor peasants.
well, she also said that he's a general, so he might. Didn't he say? She say.
Lata just nods. It was quite many years ago, but yes.
I think we actually know what happens to people who don't get or don't get join the recruitments willingly.
What happens?
Well, they get cold feet.
I do get cold feet. I don't have shoes.
In that case, I think one of my costumes might have shoes she could use. Probably. Maybe.
Do they fit her though?
Yeah, she's a 10-year-old girl.
Well, there's grass and moss to fill them up. It's better than nothing, I'd say.
I can try.
I rummaged through my backpack and
There are a pair of shoes, kind of a 2 times bigger than her feet, but yeah, some linen cloth and some.
Actually,
Hehe.
Diablo starts thinking about conjuring up some simple shoes. Could be possible.
I would say so. Yeah.
how long does the
An
conjuring
hour?
lasts?
An hour.
Yeah,
But
so
you-
you would have to conjure up those every hour.
Yes.
It's
but
only an
it doesn't-
action to do.
No.
Yeah, it's easy for me to do.
Yeah.
Tiabra starts chanting, doing the gestures used for summoning, and conjure up some small shoes that
Okay.
should about fit her.
Okay.
Here's some shoes for you.
Just looks at
He's
them,
a summoner.
kind of eyes tearing up just a bit.
So bad, it's so good.
As she kind of pulls up her leg, you can see that the legs are so seen stuff. They are kind of just full of open wounds, burn marks, and they're just dirty as hell. And kind of she eagerly puts the shoes on and kind of just sits there on the rock and just looks at her brand new bluish glowing shoes.
They are magic.
Spiffing boots.
Like then?
Sora,
Okay. Are they
they
mine?
might. Can you repeat that?
Are these mine?
Yeah, they are yours. They will disappear soon, but I'll make some new ones for you then. At that time when they disappear.
Disappear. Oh, okay.
Like then. Poof.
But he comes back.
Well, the shoes
And
will...
so will
Can I
the
blink?
shoes will too.
Can I blink?
You can try.
Kind of just sits there on a rock. No. Can't blink.
But you can think that you are a princess. I think princesses have new shoes every hour. That's quite rare.
They do? Nah.
Yes, they do.
I'd rather be a queen.
Well, queen it is then.
I get shoes when I want.
I think we are going to get in trouble with this one.
So, north, west. Easy.
Guess so. If we are heading towards, just a moment, Tiabra inspects the map more closely.
There's nothing to the south. We don't have.
Yeah, I do not, but I want to take a closer look at the map.
Yeah, there's the surrounding area. There's Gushio marked on the map to the northwest. You're right. Following the river to the west, there's pretty much nothing to the west and south. On the map, at least.
Yeah, and to the east is just the river leading
Yeah.
that flows towards John.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess it's toward Gushio then.
Maybe we get a new map. There.
And shoes
Could be.
that don't disappear.
You travel for around 2 days. The wildlife here is kind of overgrown. These forests haven't seen any human trafficking for at least for a few years. You do not come by any roads at any point. But yeah, nothing besides common wild animals and such. Do you want to do anything meanwhile you travel?
Tiabra continues to conjure up shoes for her, And well, if she wants to, I don't know. Never mind. I will keep conjuring up shoes for her.
Okay. Yeah. As you start to head north, just before you reach Gushio, it starts raining snow. Not too much, just enough to kind of cover the ground.
Snowing.
Have we, me and Tal even seen snow on the island?
Now that you mention, no, you would have not. It was always, your island was always ravaged by storms and such. Just water. You know what snow is though, but as people has always been able to conjure it in a kind of some manner at least.
Okay. But I have never seen
Yeah.
real snow.
Yeah.
Question about the seasons. Does Morgan know if it's normal to rain snow
Well,
in these parts?
Well, you have hanged around rural Calitron before, so around these times, yeah, the mornings are getting colder and colder.
So there
Uh,
is 4 seasons. You were saying?
Yep, continue. You were saying something?
No, I just ponder that there really is 4 seasons. Because we only had 3.
Yeah.
Or
As it
was it-
starts snowing, Tiabra is utterly fascinated by the snowfall. Looking at the snow falling, putting his hand out and watching the snow melt on it.
Yep.
Taking some snow notes.
Yeah.
No.
And Latha is just jumping around with kind of even legs and just trying to catch the snow with her mouth, and Den is just blinking around eagerly, just also trying to catch things mid-air. Sometimes failing horribly and just hitting a rock and yippee, and just blink somewhere into the safety and continue.
Beep beep.
Little people and animals go crazy when it snows.
Yes, take note. Yeah, you reach Gushio by time. There's even more snow. The atmosphere has turned clearly a few minus Celsius degrees. Cities abandoned, or town rather than that. No movement going on. Pretty much the same thing, destroyed at some point. Not as bad as the previous village you went to, but clearly abandoned.
Morgan starts to look around, trying to find any signs of maybe combat, or is the town maybe burned?
Yeah, looking into it a bit further, the damage done here is odd. Please throw investigation as you reach the city itself. You can see like the town walls have been crushed somehow. The buildings have been crushed.
I can't remember. Investigation was probably something like plus, I think so. 15.
Is D&D Beyond still down?
Down
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think I have the access though. Let's see.
What?
Well, now that it's not working for everyone else, did we have enough time to have a long rest during travel?
You would. It was 2 days of traveling and you would probably take some rests. Okay, D&D Beyond is just loading for me also. Arkham was open there, so I had high hopes. But yeah, +2. 15.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, something has crushed it.
I highly doubt
It's
this
pretty weird.
intelligence
It looks like something has internally kind of a,
I highly doubt his intelligence.
as if something was
Or-
raising from the buildings kind of and just
May have
ramming
profit
things
in it.
as
a
it goes.
No.
Something has to stand up from the ground.
Kind of.
Well, investigation maybe.
Is there any
Yeah.
holes in the ground?
No. Did you said bones?
Holes.
Holes, yeah. Okay.
Bounds. Is there like any building which resembles inn or shop or anything like that?
There would be.
I would like to investigate if there is anything of use.
Okay. As you kind of come by a building that's clearly stating a wooden inn. Just there's a kind of a pine tree symbol on the front door. Nothing cool. Clearly a pine tree. You open the door and just kind of the cold of the winter hits your face. It's also quite cold here. Has been abandoned for a good 1 or 2 years. There are tables there still standing full of dust and already kind of a the windows have been crushed by something in the history, and there's partially snow, piles of snow here and there. And what are you searching for, to be precise?
Well, if it's tavern, I think the only thing which could have lasted a couple of years is ale.
Mhm.
So I guess
Investigation.
I'll check if there's anything to drink or eat or
Mm.
rations or something.
Mm.
19.
19. Okay. You find 2 bottles of something stronger than a beer, because beer would probably explode as the winter comes. There are few broken bottles that might have been beer.
Yeah, I'll take them because, well, you can burn them if nothing else.
Mm. Okay. What do you do? What do the rest of you do?
Morgan goes to Volatile and asks, have you been in this town before when you were younger?
No, wouldn't remember. I don't think so.
So, well, I think you don't know anything about this town then.
No. Are there any towns left? If my town is destroyed and this is... Are there any other towns?
Yes, there are many towns. These are the first. Well, not really, but these are the only towns in these parts I have found are destroyed.
Okay, maybe I'll see some people someday.
You will. We'll continue north. You will find people.
Do we find my brother?
We'll at least try.
Okay. Karma just hops on her way, still catching falling snow, and just searching for from the pile of wood something, and kind of just minding her childish business.
Are they so that most of the town is wrecked from something that has come from the ground?
Mm.
There are no holes in the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no corpses.
Investigation, please.
Was investigation a intelligence or wisdom skill?
Investigation is intelligence.
Yep.
Intelligence.
Yay for high bonuses. 10.
10. That's it
Yeah.
for high bonuses.
It's like 5 plus 5.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
3 plus 7.
Yeah. No. No corpses, no dead bodies, no bones, nothing.
That's weird.
What kind of destruction is it?
Mm,
Like explosive? Is there burn marks?
from the look of it, imagine something growing from inside a building in a kind of a quick manner and expanding and just kind of a not fully destroy the house, but kind of a just enough to it maybe collapse, or some buildings look quite abnormal just.
Okay.
So the buildings have not exploded, they have been just like pushed out basically from the inside.
Exactly.
Now that I remember what I promised, I will start looking for the shoes.
Oh, investigation please.
Oh my. 7.
No shoes.
I'll try to find some winter clothing.
Okay. Investigation, please. If you roll good,
2.
guess not.
And if it was intelligence check, I think it's probably only +1.
Okay. 3 wouldn't get you any further.
Yeah.
Nice.
So no winter clothing or
Shoes.
shoes.
There is nothing in this town.
Well, there were a couple of bottles in the inn, or what's left of it, but
Is there an armory or a weapon shop or something that?
that would have a warhammer.
Hmm. Well,
Maybe a cards?
another investigation for it.
5.
Is this more like a town or a village?
It's more like a smaller village. Let's say 20 to 30 buildings.
Yeah.
But looking into it, it's quite looted. There's not too many items anywhere.
Yeah, no shit.
Who just come and take stuff from empty houses?
Says the one
Say
who
you who's stuffing a bottles in his backpack.
Like who would do that?
putting a wooden log just.
Theodore is examining one of the destroyed houses and almost talking to himself, but aloud. The town is really weird because the houses seem to be like something has pushed them apart from the inside, and there are like no corpses at all. Was there anyone here when this happened, or have they just left?
Indeed. It seems really weird. I have never seen anything like it.
Can I find any footprints anywhere?
Footprints.
Footprints.
Look into it. Survival.
Survival is wisdom. It's +3. 22.
Given
The
that
profit
it's
is
recently,
in survival.
Actually, I am, so it's 25 or more.
given that it's
I think it's +3
recently
from proficiency.
snowing, no. You are definite that there hasn't been any movement here for around a week, given it's been snowing this much.
Inside the houses also?
Inside the house, no, nothing. Yeah,
No prints of any kind. Okay.
no, not for a long time.
Any depressions that are bigger than, let's say, a feet?
Depressions?
Depressions like ground is a little bit lower, like something heavy has been there.
Animals, most likely. Some deers and such.
Oh dear.
Then you said my puns were bad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the people just grew in size and had wings and flew off. There's nothing.
Is
No
there any
footprints or
Is there any trace of magic that I can detect?
Do you have detect magic?
No.
Well, no, you wouldn't be able to detect anything without.
Yeah. Note to self, learn detect magic.
Morgan circles around town looking for signs of battlements or siege. Not necessarily siege weapons, but signs of kind of a siege might have been there at some point.
Nothing besides the something growing internally from the buildings and maybe inside the town walls, which are pretty much just woods to woods to woods and nothing major.
Is the town wall also destroyed,
Some parts.
or only
yeah.
the building?
Some parts, yeah. There's as if something spherical has kind of just barricaded from the inside to outside, and it has created a kind of some small openings to the walls.
Similarly pushed
Yeah.
away, kind
Yeah,
of. Then.
yeah.
your spell doesn't work that way? Shatter doesn't work like that?
No, I would say not.
Well, our magic casters are useless. I got nothing on me to... any organic material where the expanding has happened?
Look into it.
Well, thunder wave might work that way.
For
For nothing.
yeah, this place is shit. Let's leave.
I agree. At least I can't find anything useful in here.
Neither can I.
It's really weird. We should maybe ask around when we find somebody about that.
Is there anything, any kind of building that would resemble a town or village hall?
Yeah. There's a kind of a bigger establishment, quite in the middle of the town, so to say. But it has taken most damage also. Kind of there's one building that reflects almost to 4 buildings in size. The walls have kind of given onto something, and there are just 4 walls standing, not standing straight, and the roof has collapsed.
Can Terra make it inside?
Well, we can try at least.
I assume
I-
we cannot go in the building because the roof has collapsed.
Mm. Yeah, something smaller could go.
Or the blink could go. Then
Well, I could ask them to try to investigate. What do you want to find about that? As Terra is looking at the big structure.
well, couldn't you link up and go in as a Terram
Yeah, I could.
and find investigate anything? Map would be nice. Or if there even is a section that has survived, any items, any clues, basically anything.
Certainly. And I asked them to go towards the building. I link up with him and try to find a place where I can enter the building.
Okay. You search for a while around the building itself, and you find some kind of hole that may or may not have been a door, frames of a door at some point. You're able to
You should not.
squeeze into that with Therum,
Yep.
and there you go. As the spirit enters there,
Mention it.
sorry, I was listening what you're saying. Yeah, never mind. As Therum enters it, it's just rubble,
Just doing that,
destroyed items, vases, such. Investigation also on Therum. It would be,
yeah.
I have no idea, plus
But something.
something.
Teette kysymys siitä.
Let me see. Is it just normal owl?
It has the stats of a normal owl, yes.
Yeah.
So it has +1 for wisdom.
Okay, great.
More likely,
But
can't
it-
you shape shift him?
No. I
How
will need to resummon him.
Takes time.
Yeah, and wasn't.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
and
crazier or
investigation
something.
was intelligence, so it's -4. That's not good. But could I just have a look around? So it
Doesn't
would be a
your
You could.
But if you are linked, doesn't your mental capabilities transfer over? Because you are basically Terran at that point.
Let's see.
Let me check the book real quick.
Because
Additionally, as an action, you can see through the familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, gaining the benefits of any special sense that familiar has. So no.
Yeah. No controlling. So it's
Basically, Teram is still in control, but I'm just looking through his eyes.
But you could tell him simple commands like go there, maybe go there, such.
Yeah.
because you are in
Understand.
range.
Okay, you tell Taram to kind of scout the area, and you see broken vases, broken tables, broken chairs, no bodies though, some scrolls, some just scrap, pretty much.
I would like to try tell Teram to grab the scrolls if possible and bring them to me.
Okay. Yeah, they are just lying there. You get 2 scrolls. It's hard for Theron to navigate with the scrolls, kind of has to backwards just waddle on. Tries to take a few kind of a flight attempts there, but not really succeeding in anything. But yeah, Theron managed to get on.
In meanwhile, I would like to go to the inn and basically take anything useful: brazier, candlesticks, torches.
Oh yeah, I still have the fucking candlestick with me.
A few candles, a 1 brass brazier, some cooking equipment if you're interested, knives, forks and such, nothing fancy, but simple stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And okay, those 2 scrolls, they are recruitment scrolls for great forthcoming Calitron Empire, dated a few years back.
Yeah, nothing else. Just so basically just come join our. Is it a command or like an advert?
Kind of
We want you.
kind of like that. There's a mention about forthcoming war that is going to set place soon, so enroll now. And there are tabards which you have seen before, the Smiling Queen.
Yeah. The other seems kind of unimpressed by the scrolls, but I praise Teram for bringing them, and hand the scrolls over to Morgan. I don't know if he must see them, but these were in the building. Actually, I hand them over to Charles because he wanted to search the building. These were in the found inside. Just seemed to be some recruitment. Recruitment posters.
Anything else worth mentioning?
Not really. General junk.
Surely there must be some kind of hidden place underneath the village hall, but
Why would there be?
in case of emergency, storm shelter.
Well, it seems to be under a roof. Does it
Yeah.
look like could be kinda move that rubble?
Given the time, you would be able to move the rubble. It's just planks and tiles and such.
Are we talking about weeks or minutes?
Let's say few hours of quite hard work. So, do you want to start to clear it?
What time of day is it?
Midday.
Well, looking at those scrolls, seems like Amanitha has been here also. And they didn't like to get recruited, probably.
And where's the bodies?
I don't know. They probably ate them. Those Calutrans. Wouldn't count cannibalism out for them.
Okay.
This is my correct.
So you were looking at the trouble. Do you want us to clear it, or?
Is it worth the trouble to clear the rubble though? I'm asking more.
Yeah.
Just clearly asking is it worth the trouble to clear the rubble?
Well, I think if we find something, it's probably going to be a mass grave. Nothing else.
Oh.
If we don't find anything, we are forced to go even more north, where I do not want to go.
Isn't that sort of the only direction we can go though?
Yeah, I kinda need to go the north.
Will you go?
Yeah,
Leave me out of it.
I will.
Well, I would also say that our best bet to find Lathai's brother is to go north.
Well, she can go with Morgan. He seems to be very good with kids. Unless the chain gets hungry and drains her. Which I think is a possibility.
I really hope that Latai didn't hear this.
Well, she is at like talking distance, so she probably hears every word.
She's there, but pretty not minding about your business, just going also through the scraps and rubble and such, and maybe just going for a aha moment, and as if finding a shoe or a pair of clothes, just kind of comparing to her own. Nah, I have something better. Kind of just waving her blue rocking shoes.
beyond his back.
Rolling way better investigations.
Yeah.
Well, Den could probably blink in places. A small dachshund. Oh yeah, I found a brass brazier. Are you in need of one, Tiap?
Not really.
Do you have one?
No.
Then you are in need of one.
Okay. Wait a minute, I think you have a differing idea what a brazier is.
Nuh-uh. No, it's not that big. It's a small one.
Braziers are not small by
They are.
default.
It's a smaller
They
kind of
are.
they're handheld kind of a circular thing where you can burn stuff.
You know
I
the
wouldn't
thing
say
that
handheld,
monks.
But
Well, that's a different kind of thing.
no,
But
it's
there,
brazier.
there are those small
Incense
braziers that
burner.
those monks use, and it's a portable. It's quite small actually. Like
You would recognize it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing you use to summon your familiar.
Yeah, but
those are
in
not.
my
big.
head I have a image of a brazier being quite big. Not kind of like a big, I'm kind of like a big,
It's
like
quite,
a big thing.
quite small.
Okay.
Weighs 3 lbs.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but I guess I can take it.
Brazier, like you could use it to heat up food. It only just needs coal in it, and it can size can vary. Don't you need it to perform your ritual to summon Teram?
Yes, but he's right there.
Kind of just looking at you.
Yeah. But if he goes away, you can summon him back. Or what you said, he disappears when he dies, and you need to summon
Yeah,
him
when
again.
he's sort of supposed to die, he will disappear, and he can be brought back by the ritual. But I don't have the ingredients to do the summoning with me, so
Well, you now have the brazier.
yeah, but I don't have the other ingredients.
Well, we can look.
Yeah, fine.
look
Yeah,
for
fine.
them.
Give it to me.
Yeah, okay. There you go. What else
How
do you
much
need?
does
Can we
it
find it
weigh?
here?
How much does it weigh?
3 lbs.
3 pounds.
It's quite small. It's kind of a noodle cup size.
Nice. So basically
That's
an
awesome.
incense burner.
Oh. Travel pack.
Travel brazier.
Kinda reminds of that travel shisha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
So can you summon me one of those
Sorry.
animals?
Sorry.
I would like a goat.
Let me guess.
First,
As a sacrifice. And how's your
No.
alignment?
Goat milk is pretty good. Makes you strong. And it can carry stuff.
Don't you want a
first of
donkey
all,
for that?
I cannot conjure up anything that big. The maximum size is sort of like a cat, a typical cat And second of all, the summoner is you can only summon familiars for yourself. I cannot do it for anyone else. So sorry, I cannot.
Need to go to a wizard school at some point, I guess. I need a goat. Or I could just buy one.
Might be easier.
I was going to suggest that there are certainly easier ways to obtain a goat, but
All the years of
But magical
studying.
goats surely are better. Magical goat milk.
Okay, what
So,
was
you'll be-
the else you need for the ritual? There seems to be downtime, so I can like search stuff in this rubble of a village.
charcoal, incense, and some herbs, but to be
Charcoal
most
is
likely have to
easy.
be me. Yeah, that's easy. But the incense and the herbs will be difficult, and it would be almost have to be me to search for them because I know precisely what I need. Why you are so interested in me summoning familiars out of a sudden?
Well, I thought you could, like, I wasn't sure you can only do it for yourself, but I could use a small creature, like a rat who, or a spider that can go into small places.
Yes, I said I can only summon familiars for myself. I but basically bind a familiar to my service.
I need to learn this magic. Magnificent magic.
But okay, what do you want to do?
It's only 1 feet away.
Shall we clear the rubble or continue your journey?
Well, it can fly or like search through most of the building already.
Just really small part of it. The building's quite big, and there's
Yeah.
quite a lot of rubble. But you, as I said, it would only take you a few hours to reach the kind of a bottom of the building if you start clearing it out.
Maybe we can find a diary of the village head or someone.
And what time is it now? Is it
Midday
afternoon?
around, yeah.
Okay.
You would be finished in, let's say, 3 hours to kind of make certain if there's something bigger under the rubble.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, we might as well try to clear this now. Maybe spend a night here.
Well, I didn't see any tracks except of a few animals, so it might be safe. We could separate the wood and the stone, and I can make a makeshift shelter at the same time while we are clearing.
Or we could just sleep at the inn.
Wasn't it collapsed?
Not really. It was. You could. Windows were broken.
Ah, okay.
It
So
would
we
be
can
cold.
find a room there if we
Yeah,
need it.
yeah.
Okay. In that case,
It
just
was-
clear
it was
the.
mostly. Okay.
Yeah, I think I only searched the downstairs.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there is like many rooms and
Yeah.
many stuffs in them.
Many stuffs.
Okay, you start going through the rubble now.
Yeah.
Okay, great. As I said, takes a few hours, but all of you, investigation, please. It's not a matter of strength at this point. You are bargained up
16.
adventurers already, so
20.
20.
13.
And I was 16.
okay. Yep, takes a few hours, but you clear the rubble.
Mm-hmm.
There is kind of what looks of an altar of some kind. As you go through the rubble, there's quite a lot of chairs and benches, kind of as if this was your typical church kind of a thing, kind of a meeting room for all the townsfolk. People sitting up there and just listening to someone. There's a kind of a wooden formation, rocky formation at the end of the building, way all to the across the kind of hallway. And behind it, there are some kind of notebooks and such, but they are all empty. As you go through them, kind of just looking, trying to find any clues about what's going on here, nothing. But under kind of where you are standing, looking into the books and notes, there is a hidden kind of a trapdoor under you.
Worth the 3 hours. Find a door!
It seems you were right, Hal.
Well, damn!
It's a bigger wooden trapdoor, has a kind of a hand-sized steel kind of a frame. You can lift the trapdoor up if you want to.
Morgan immediately tries to open the shop.
Yeah, just all the dust and snow and such kind of just spoof up into the air, and there are few stairs, kind of as if going as far as you can see. It's already kind of out of the building area, just under a street kind of a thing.
So from the back wall, underneath the wall, and okay. Escape tunnel, maybe?
Hopefully. Should we go and check it out? If it's an escape tunnel, there might be some traps, so be careful.
Yeah. Go for it.
Well,
I got no trap disarming skills, so
Anyone? Who wants to go first?
what is this trap disarming skill?
Trap disarming skill.
It is known.
like
It
thieves
is,
tools.
it is known as being a rogue.
Yeah.
No. Well,
Beyond this up.
Yes. But can't you like?
How
Sort of.
big is the tunnel, like in dimension-wise? Can you stand straight?
You can stand. Morkran can stand,
Damn you, little
but
bugger.
not you really. You have to just a bit.
How's the width?
You could go 2 side by side.
how dark is it?
Well, it gets darker, but you can see it's not direct sunlight. You're getting the skies just full of clouds, but you can see there's a door almost 20 steps down. You can already see the
Morgan goes in first, carefully checking for tripwires and
okay, dexterity.
raised.
Dexterity check. Oh, investigation for looking.
Critical failure.
Oh! Luckily, that was for investigation.
Yeah.
Dexterity comes next. If you trip and go rolling down the stairs,
What if it one shots?
hit all the traps and the door and maybe some friendly fire.
Okay. It's
But after that,
clear
we don't
as a
have to go
day.
north.
No
Yeah.
dangers ahead. Just 20 steps and a door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Oh no, it's Volatile.
Oh no. As you knock on the door, there's no answer. You can see the frames of the door kind of have gathered quite a lot of dust on it, and just dust is falling as you knock.
I will try to open the door.
Okay, you open the door. There's a smaller room. As you open it, it opens inside. No one's been here for a while. You can see that the door's pushing on some good amount of dust. It clearly leaves a kind of a dust bath as it goes. And as you open it, you see in front of you there's a kind of a desk where there's a kind of a skeleton just lying on the desk, dead long ago. Not fully a skeleton, just a corpse, but already dried out.
Mummy. Morgan turns around and says, well, there's a skeleton. Somebody locked himself in here.
Or got trapped when the building collapsed.
Yep. Yeah, that door wasn't locked, so he didn't lock himself here. Somebody locked him in here with the ceiling.
That's one way to put it.
Diabra just looks at Morgan like, and peeks inside and sees the corpse, and that's not even really a skeleton though, just a dried out corpse.
But there must be a skeleton inside the corpse.
Investigation, please.
What if I told you that there's a skeleton inside you?
Too spoopy, man.
No way.
Is the Diabra also enters the room? What's in the room besides the dried out corpse?
Okay.
Is the actually before that, is the corpse a human, male, female?
Investigation.
Oh my.
That will be 25.
25. A human being.
Does it have any clothes on?
Yeah, but all rotten and kind of eaten through.
Yeah, but let's say they had clothes on when they died.
It had clothes on when it died. There's only one corpse.
Yeah, I'm saying they because we don't know the gender.
We don't assume gender.
We don't assume genders here.
Well, I said it.
And
The
with
corpse
that,
can
25
decide
roll,
for
it's like
itself.
it's a human, food size, 33, blue eyes,
Yeah,
of the date.
as political as possible.
As politically correct as possible.
Yeah.
Yes. Is there, as I examine the corpse, I would also like to take a look at the table. They are like sort of hunched against. What's on the table?
There are notes on the table. Looking onto them, there are notes that this human being has definitely been working on kind of the last note. The now I got stuck on the politics. He was scribbling. It's kind of just a one parchment full of ink, and just tried out quite a long time ago. As you go through the notes, there are mentions about the attack. The person going quite nuts, alone, kind of has been here for almost months, trying to survive alone. And just as the final note gives, mentioning about I cannot survive any much longer, I'm trapped here, no one's coming, it's all dead silent outside. I have already once or twice or hundreds of times tried to lift the trap door, but there's just clearly too much chunk there. I have tried to kind of eat myself out of here, but nothing.
As I read the notes, I sort of will tell the others what the notes contain.
Well, that's a miserable way to go.
Certainly.
So what's the detail on the attack?
The detail would be, well, you have the given time. Just a moment. Yeah. The detail would be mentioned about someone with a great power, not knowing it. Who would it be? But the wreck on the city was great. Just one singular person walked up into the center of the city and started wreaking havoc, just killing everything and destroying all of everything on her path.
So it mentions that it's a her.
Yes.
Is there like any more detailed description of the person apart from it's a female?
Nothing except the destructive power she wields. But that's just on the table material. If you go through the notes on the walls, you can see a few parchments by the same recruitment materials. But there's also something else. There's a mention of the great southern army that needs 2 people to join its ranks.
Yeah. Southern Army, not Northern Army. These are Finn's people. Was it Finn? It was Finn.
Yeah, F-J-I-N-N. Yin.
Vin. F-Yin. Yeah, probably Amanis wasn't too keen on sharing potential soldiers with Finn and came and blew up the whole village.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's here.
Sounds like Amanith, all right.
So there's, is there anything else in the room? But there are some notes on the wall, a corpse slammed over the table. The table has more notes. Is there anything else?
There are books, quite a lot of them. As you drew so high investigation, I'm going to draw.
Everybody drew high.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah.
There's a book with some arcana texts.
Ooh,
He goes, ooh.
As you
My,
quickly
my.
go through the book, it has a silver kind of a linings on the pages. Quite fancy one, but can't on a quick glance tell what's the book about. This spell it definitely holds is mostly advanced one. Nothing you have ever seen before.
Tiara is almost glued to this book, trying to make sense of it, but no avail. But certainly just focuses on this book for a while.
Yeah. What are the rest of you doing?
Going through the notes and books and stuff. Is there compartments on the desk, in the walls?
Apartments?
Compartments.
Yeah, nothing. Just open shelves, the one desk which has no like drawers into them.
What about the stuff the person is wearing or had been holding or had in possession before his untimely death?
Just his quill.
nothing.
Just his will.
Quill.
Quill. Is it a good quill?
Just a bird's quill.
God.
Nothing special. The ink is not even fine.
What about those books? Are they titled anyway? Any?
Some history about surrounding areas and town's business. Like trades, charts and such. What's going in, what's going out, how many people are there, which is a few hundred, nothing more.
Is there anything about the Southern Empire, the island in the south, or town that been burned?
There would be a mention about long time ago the bridge finally being complete and being the only kind of a route to the city that was there, or the town. But yeah, nothing more. And the city was named, town was named Nast, Nasth.
What town was named that?
The one where we picked up Lathai?
Yeah.
N-A-H-S?
Nasth.
Nast.
Nast. Yep. Do you want to go through the records a bit?
Yeah,
More in
I wanna
detail.
find
Yeah.
mentions of traveling.
You looked like it.
Yeah,
Or
You
your
were
man.
gonna ask. Okay, investigation. You take your time, but there are quite a lot of items and names and tradesmen and such.
Could anyone help me, like boost me up?
You all are just. That's a book.
I think I would say that while they are looking at the books and stuff, because I think it's quite dark under there,
Mm.
so I will most likely go to the inn and go look if there is any rooms with, well, beds that are in good condition.
That's a 50.
Clues being on.
Good condition, as in sleep-able, not like
Sleepable beds.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
not like completely ruined.
Yeah, there would be a few. Enough for all of you. 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a.
Unless you bardic inspirate me like you should do.
No.
No. There's a mention. A familiar name. Veras.
Ferraz, you bastard! Again!
Ferras in Fedje and Ferras in Europe and Ferras in...
This is dated few weeks after the mention in from the city of, was it Yulop? It was
Yeah.
last mentioned. Yeah.
He's a fast fella.
Yeah. Few weeks after.
I need to put own section for this.
Yeah. But yeah, has been trading herbs in the city.
Herbs.
Herbs.
What kind of herbish?
Well, you can take
420.
chat for that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Magic
Just
herbs.
just herbs.
This place was with Gushio.
But that's all you can find investigating these papers.
Is there mentioning that is he traveling alone or with someone?
The name was there alone.
That slippery bastard.
Hmm.
He's going south. Presumably.
Was it mentioned?
Well, if you like take note of the route, he was in Fedje, then Europe, then Gushio. Maybe in between he might have been in Churn, but probably not. Any
Maybe he was going to the Southern Empire.
Could have been.
Mhm.
It's kind of difficult to tell because you could stay set off in either direction from this town. You could come to here through Chan, or could have come from, could use the island to the south to come here, because the bridge might have still been complete when he traveled.
Yeah, because it was. Wait, no. The bridge wasn't there. Because we found those notes that said that the bridge was finally done.
It was a
And-
long time ago.
But wasn't the dude who wrote that?
Yeah, but on separate notes, not on the table notes, kind of a. Not
Ah.
during he was
Dates.
here. Yeah.
So maybe it has just been finished.
Yeah.
There wasn't any dates on those notes.
Could be 50 or 100 years. Could be 20 days. Hard to say.
Those were the notes on the table, right?
There were quite a lot of notes.
How long has this guy been here? If he made the notes. Or was he making a history book of some kind?
Could have been like his private study. So he could have could have had notes from like the previous owners. He could be like the town scribe or something. Who knows? These notes are not even necessarily written by him. Is the writing does the writing look the same on all the notes?
Pretty much, yeah.
So same handwriting.
Same handwriting, the parchment, some are older, some are newer.
I'll check the ink bottle. Has the ink dried?
Long
It
time
has.
ago. Yeah.
Can I tell anything about the decomposition of the person?
Elderly.
Trying to estimate,
Yep.
are
Old.
we talking about
Yep.
weeks or years?
Oh yeah, you mean the. Oh, right. Medication. Medicine check.
16.
16. A few years at least. Around.
Cannot be certain, but I think he's been here for a few years, give or take. So whatever happened here, sure did happen a while ago.
Well, looking at the amount of dust on the floor, this place hasn't seen anyone in a long time.
Yeah, putting it together, most definitely a few years. So, what do you want to do? Stay for the night, leave for the night.
Any items in the study?
Items? No.
Chests?
Just simple stuff. Books. The one that Tia found.
The Emperor has been keenly studying it, trying to make sense of it with no avail. And eventually gets frustrated with it and puts the book in his backpack.
Yeah.
Wasn't Lethal saying that she was alone for 30 moons or something?
Something like that, yeah.
So the destruction of these villages might have, or towns, they might have happened quite in the same time.
Could have been.
Not that exactly, but it's possible at least.
Yeah. And her town was destroyed by fire.
Yep.
There's no.
AKA
this was-
Fien.
Hmm?
I would say most likely is Fien, but that's my assumption.
The dust is getting in my throat.
Well, it's
Some-
because you
somebody
are
should
so
clean this place
small, short. So no dates on any of the notes.
Nothing besides from the trades notes.
And
Dear
it was
brother.
10 days after the mention in Europe. That was also 10 days after Fedje.
It was 2 months
2 months after Fedje.
between
Okay.
Fethiye and Julop.
Okay. And 10 days between Julop and Kush.
Or around.
Okay.
Yes,
Dear brother, you are scribbling dates in your notes, right? So
Yes.
if somebody finds you dead, they can at least figure out when the hell everything happened.
Of course, I did everything, so. But I hope it won't come to that.
Good thing.
So, anything else?
I would like to sweep up the floor
Mm-hmm.
to find if there's anything on the. Is there a stone floor, wooden floor?
It's stone floor.
Okay. Anything scribbled or carved?
No.
Another trapdoor.
No.
That would be amazing.
No.
Inception
Style.
Trapdoor on trapdoor on trapdoor.
We are going deep, boys.
But yeah, nothing.
So Camus, you found some beds, right? I think we could spend the night here. A bed would be kinda awesome.
Yeah, Are you like yelling from the town house? Because I'm at the inn at the moment, so.
Oh,
Morgan is yelling to. What's no? Morgan, what are you doing? Stop yelling! It echoes in here.
Carlos, get in here!
But yes, I did find some beds to sleep on, so we can spend the night here.
let's say that Morgan walked outside and started yelling.
Sure.
Anything weird on the
town
bookshelves? Shelves.
Hmm?
Shelves. Anything weird on the bookshelves?
Books.
I mean, are there shelves like floating shelves or with the back cover?
Back cover, yeah.
Okay. I would like to try to move one out of the wall.
So you start trashing the place.
Not just moving.
Fuck it. Okay.
Shelf.
There's nothing behind. You go through the whole place. There's nothing more here.
I have done everything I can.
Nothing at all.
This is lost cause.
Mm.
Only Diab got something. A shiny book.
Yeah. But yeah, as you start,
I take the log with me.
yeah, as you take the log with you, yeah, you start spending the night. Laffa is been already jumping on around everyone's beds there and just already sleeping. It's starting to be a night. The ghost town is just as silent as it can be. The snow's falling from the sky. And
I would like to spend the awake time before sleeping trying to make sense of the book and have Teram keeping watch on the roof.
Okay. Arcana, please.
17.
Okay. You scribble through 1/3 of the book and take notes, and something clicks, but you are not quite able to yet tell what's going on. It's hard to put together.
Continue.
Yeah, it's hard to put together.
Yeah, so I learned something, but I don't really still don't know what's in the book.
You understood the words, but can't put it together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but is excited.
Yeah. And you spend the night. Anything else you want to do? Noted. Okay.
I go before the sundown to find something to eat from the forest. If there is anything near, like let's say 1.5, 2 kilometers away.
Yeah, there's game.
Okay.
So
If I get something, that's good.
you do a rabbit or two for
Okay,
everyone to eat.
fresh meat. Dinner is served. And now that I have the kitchen utensils and stuff, we can make a good dinner.
Mm. What's going on there?
It's on low battery.
If we stop answering, we have lost our kaiut.
Speaker.
Speaker. Maybe I have a cable somewhere
But
amongst the
didn't-
hundreds of.
Didn't it give that like static noise when it was?
It did.
Yeah. So
No, too big.
It did. But okay, you spent the night. As all of you fall asleep. Morkran, you wake up. It's silent, everyone has stopped. Once again. You can see outside, the snow outside, falling is just as if highlighted around you. There's nothing else than you this building and the snow falling outside. You're not frozen, but you just wake up sweaty.
Sweaty boy.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, the
I
beach
check
is back.
if I can find the chain where I hid it. Under my, in the, between my clothes.
Yeah.
Between your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
My hairy butt cheek.
You take the chain. It has a bit blood on it once again.
What is it now? Show yourself.
No. Not this time.
So I'm talking to you now. Where is your wife?
Away.
So which one of you I'm exactly feeding here?
Both.
Did that last blood sacrifice buy me any more time?
No.
You are driving a pretty hard bargain here.
Nothing.
Want me to feed Amanitha to you?
Ever so hungry.
So, I understand I have stepped in some kind of a bargain here. What is it exactly? I didn't sign anything, except with my blood, I think. But,
Didn't get the memo.
you didn't give me a choice, really.
I think I gave you a choice.
I guess that's true, but oh damn. I'm doomed, aren't I?
23 days.
So let's say that I can get USUAN in 10 days. What then? What am I supposed to do? I'm a lonely dwarf, couple of pals, and I'm supposed to assault the whole of freaking Kaluntran Empire. That's not fair in my opinion.
Then I'll just feed on you and your friends. I'll come storming. You'll see.
So, do you mean that if I only get you in the USUAN, you can help me?
Depends on you.
What does that mean?
No help.
Stop speaking in riddles.
No help from me. Just feed.
Okay. I don't think I have much choice here.
No.
So what kind of an being are you, exactly? Feeding on people. That's not very nice.
I think you see. Someday.
You hear a small hint of smiling in the being's speech.
Yeah. I'm not completely sure about that. I really want to find out, but as I said, you don't really give me a choice here. I'll travel north. I get it. I'll get there. And I hope that you can do something else than just feed. This is some kind of one-sided partnership here.
No.
It sure seems that way to me.
And nothing after that. You everyone's still frozen around you. No one's breathing even. You are all in the same room, a bigger tavern in a room, and snow's just falling outside as you probably decide to go to sleep once again, and you all wake up in the morning. It's a brand new day.
Whoopie-doo-hoo.
First thing you hear as you wake up, you can all see, unless you immediately hide it straight away, that you're holding the chain up on your arms, and the first thing that just wakes you, as if you went to bed, had the discussion, and woke up.
I was going to ask if the other guys are already woken up. If they aren't, I'll try to hide the chain.
Sleight of hand. It's up for this.
Ooh.
$13.
Okay. You quickly grasp the chain, put it up into your fist and just hide it.
And then I'll go outside doing my morning routines like nothing happened. Pondering on the last night's nightmare.
Okay.
And it's me.
And we didn't notice anything.
You wouldn't.
My passive perception.
But didn't you say you
I know
were
that.
hunting?
Last night.
Yeah. But yeah, I know
In the
that.
morning.
Know that all of your passive perceptions.
Nobody hunts at morning. You need to do it when beasts are going to sleep.
Morning is here.
Ever heard of
Latha is
that?
still sleeping. Morkran practicing outside first thing in the morning. Where are you going?
So, are we heading towards Northern, today? Or do we still want to investigate this town? I don't think there's much to look for anymore. But did we clear out the town hall, whatever the building is?
You cleared out everything.
And the only thing we found was the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least I am heading north.
As you all gather inside the inn, everyone's woken up. Latha is kind of just still has some sleepiness in her eyes. Den off somewhere, nowhere to be seen currently. You can hear a bark on occasion somewhere in the distance. But, yeah.
So, what's the plan? At least I am heading north. I can take Lathal with me and try to ask around for his brother. If she's willing to come with me.
Tall, I think you said you don't want to go north.
Nope.
Where do you want to go then?
Well, Ferraes was here 10 days after the log mentioned that he was in Europe. So he's heading southwards. Maybe he went to the small village where we found Lathai, and we didn't go to the next place, which probably is also burned to ashes. So there's nothing much to...
But Charles is one of the biggest cities in this area. Why wouldn't he go there?
Well, let's say that there is one nasty person that doesn't like any elves trotting on her backyard.
But didn't
But
you-
was that the case back when he was traveling?
Huh?
Was that the case when he was traveling? Was Amanita already in power back then?
She was, right? Because if I remember correctly, she rose to power right after or a few years after the big disaster. There became 3 factions, and she's the leader of one. And if she's been in power since then, I think her powers has just grown and grown and grown, and you saw what she can do
Yeah, did you write the years up when this was all happening? Just for the refreshment of it, year 146, so it was
Yeah, it was
around
when,
50 years
when
ago.
Ferraz
Yeah, it
was
was
here.
50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Around.
Did we find out how long Amanitha has been in power?
You
Was
would
she
know.
like-
You would be the only one from the party to know.
How long exactly? And was she like some kind of a general or something before it, or there?
The Calitron Empire rose up in a few years, recent years.
Yep.
You remember just minding your rural business where you were, and during 5 years of time around, you start hearing about something powerful coming up and preparing for war. That's what you know.
So Amanitha wasn't probably in power back in the day when this friend of yours was traveling.
It doesn't mean that, well. The bitch we killed in Fedje was already like 400 years old, and she had the same look as Amanitha. I would assume Amanitha is a lot older, and
Well, it doesn't
Well-
mean that they have been in power for all that time.
yeah, but she's been alive and gathering forces to start the freaking revolution you call nowadays a Calitron Empire. Because what we would know, that at least Diab knows, and he told us that they are drows, and drows tend to live in the Underdark.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to go with the name because I know the Finnish name for it, but
And the Finnish name sucks.
yeah, like Oomenala.
Wait.
What?
So good, so good.
One of the many reasons we'd rather play D&D in English.
What?
But Finglish.
English is way better.
Finglish.
Well, if you're not coming, I can certainly try to see if I can find any information. Maybe send you a letter or something. Maybe. Tiab is coming with. He can magically send me one of those messages or something.
I certainly can. I would rather not get split up now, but I'm assigned to be with Tar, and he certainly doesn't want to go north.
Well, would you want to go north?
I don't mind.
You don't mind dying, okay. That's...
We don't have to go to, like, into Charn.
And what the hell are we going there for?
Latai.
Yeah, she's been like 30 moons in the woods. Like she can do 30 more.
But I think the north is as much of a dead end as the south.
Now
is.
we lost
Yeah,
you.
Nice.
Can we change it to...
No.
Ääni läks meiltä.
We have no voice anymore.
Haastakaa.
We can hear them, but they can't hear us.
Just a moment.
Now is the time to speak some bad things about our
It's
fellow
undead.
travelers.
Our charger here somewhere.
Now is the time to bite nothing.
Literally.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Mutta eikös me pystytä vaihtamaan tämä tonne näyttöön?
Oh, it's at my feet. Hey.
Now that beautiful static noise. Bzzz.
I'm using maybe when we put it on, everything's good. We can hear you.
That static noise.
That's static noise, but others can't hear it, hopefully.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, we can hear
No,
it.
there's no static voices. Except the voices in my head.
Okay, maybe now. All good, let's continue. Yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, and you know, so the north is, well, the south is a complete unknown to us. We have no idea what's there. And the north is as much about dead also, so.
Yes, there is probably something in the south, but it's probably pretty far south. Seems like the destroyed villages go on for a while.
Actually show me the map. Diabra takes the map and looks at the northern part. Well, there is a village northwest of Chan. It doesn't have a name though.
You remember who resides in the north?
One is that.
No. Trinath. Another contender of ruling this continent.
What about them?
Yeah, well, I don't know. We don't know anything about him, except that he's called
he rules
Wild
the
Chaos Bringer.
northwestern part.
Yeah,
And I think it takes by foods months to get there. At least that's what I wrote in my notes.
Yeah, you are in impression that by feet you would need at least a few months. It's long distance. It's a long continent.
So basically what you are saying that when we are on this side of river, we are middle of the war zone, so we are pretty much fucked wherever we go.
Fuck this shit, let's stay here.
Yeah.
Time to rebuild the town.
Population 5+1.
Yeah.
5+2.
True.
Yeah, and well, we could always go a little bit upstream and like skip over to the other side with a raft and go live with the dwarves in the farm.
If they are not slaves already. They are fine.
Let's hope
Wolves
so.
always find a way.
I don't like this no plan thing. There's no plan in your anything. You just want to go north. Why? Because you have, what? A month to live? How's going north gonna help you?
I don't know yet.
Yeah. That's an uncertainty.
Isn't this uncertain wherever we go?
And
Well,
it's
at
less
least
of
there won't be any
uncertainty than-
amanithas up any other direction we are going. To tell you the truth, I'm fucking scared of her.
Same thing. I hope he likes frisky dwarves. I could slip something to her in her drink. I can be quite charming when I try.
Yeah.
I can braid my beard and put on some.
As charming as a drowning rat.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
So you want to go south? What are we going to
West, south,
look for there?
any settlement? Just, I don't know, find people and ask around there. Or just, I can survive. Come on.
I mean, sure, it's a huge city, I think.
Yeah,
You can
filled
blend in.
with
I
her
don't think they
people.
just like kill everybody who just goes there. At least I hope so.
Didn't you say that, or was it Kamos that said that there is 3 layers and they are rounding up people of certain age or physical
Appearance or something.
build and make them slaves and go to the war, and people without papers or anything, yeah, there you go. You are sent to war. Nice one.
I think there's a lot of people who are trying to get in. We can find some fake papers somewhere outside the town.
Well, can you do anything about our appearances?
I can braid my beard.
No, I mean, I and
Or-
Tiab, we are elves, if you haven't already noticed.
And quite obviously else.
Yep.
And Amanita hates elves. So guess what's gonna happen if we get found out?
We can stick some coal in your faces. You look exactly like those drows or whatever they were.
Well, I have one disguise kit, but since I won't be needing it anymore, guess so.
And if you haven't noticed on the map, the Charn seems to be on an island, probably guarded from both entrances.
Most likely.
Yep.
Would be stupid not to.
We are not gonna get in to the city if we don't know how to fly, which probably will alert the magic hating people.
I mean, if papers are all we need, I believe that we can get those. They're just paper. They look one way and we can probably get something similar.
And then what?
Oh.
We are locked in a city where everyone wants to, let's say, kill us.
We
And
can
how
ask
are you?
around,
And
try
what are
to
you
find
supposed to
some-
do when you get there?
Not sure, really.
Yeah.
I would say I have used to have papers, but most likely they are gone now. So I do know what they look like.
The
Tiefling papers.
Well,
citizenship papers.
yeah.
You could.
And since we are in a village with an abandoned city hall, or town hall, there might be like fucking Sinetti
Stamps.
stamps and so on, so we can make our
Signet.
papers, signets, yeah, signets, whatever. So we could like do our papers here and be like, yeah, we are from here and so on. We were traveling when the stuff happened.
Well, that sounds brilliant.
At least then we would have papers, so that wouldn't be a problem anymore.
Let's say we can get the papers, get into Chan, and somehow remain unnoticed, which actually is quite unlikely. Now let's go and kind of disappear into the mass. What on earth do we do there? We can of course try to search the logs for us, but I'm quite sure Morgan wants to take on probably the most powerful being on this continent, who is also the most guarded person on the continent.
Was that a question?
Yes.
It would be
Well,
easier
yes,
to build
in
a
a sense,
freaking
but-
catapult and fire you up from here straight up to Charn inside Amanitha's bedroom window, and you hit her square on to the face and she'll die. That's more likely to happen than you getting unnoticed next to her and even a tap her on the shoulder.
That actually sounds like a pretty decent plan.
Oh fuck yeah.
It would be quite cool, right?
Well, I do have the
She wouldn't be expecting that.
Well, I do have to have these trebuchet plans here.
I recently acquired some blueprints from a goblin rocket.
It was magical trebuchet all along. Yeah.
Now we need a freaking mad goblin engineer who can make rocket packs or something.
Nice.
I'm
Furiously
kinda
taking the
hoping
enemy.
there's some kind of slums or something. There must be people who think like us about Amanitha.
Well, why haven't they overthrown her? Hmm?
Because she's a frost-wielding, crazy lady.
Exactly. How are you going to change that situation?
You mentioned something about a catapult.
Oh, hell no.
I don't know. She must have a weakness. Everyone has.
Probably
just
those
don't
two
know it
guys, those two other guys who she's fighting.
But they are months away, maybe more. And I don't have a month.
Well, if you said that most likely it was Finn who destroyed the previous town, I think they all are as bad as Amanitha. And since there isn't any eyes over here, I'd say this might not have been done by Amalika. Might be that Trinot. Or just random.
We just read the logs that there was woman.
Yeah, woman. Did anyone say that Trinot isn't woman? Hmm? Did you
Yeah.
just assume that
Yeah, there was
she's a he?
There
Assume
was.
genders now.
there was implication. I didn't write it down though.
No.
I remember it. I remember it.
But luckily we are self-documenting, so you can just go watch all the
Go
streams and
Go back.
someone tells. We don't
Look
know.
up the previous episodes to find out.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I will go to the town hall and see if there is like anything resembling official stamp which they use on the identification papers.
Investigation. The best bet would be around the not down the stairs, but just like next to it, where there was this kind of a stone kind of
Counter?
table. Yeah, kind of
21!
21.
No.
I'll allow it.
Ooh.
Well, I'll get to it.
Yeah, it would be pretty common standard to every town or city has their kind of a own.
Most likely they have like the
Yeah,
pre-done pamphlet.
kind of
where
the
you
wax
just-
wax set.
Yeah, and
yeah.
like those papers ready that
Mm.
name, birthplace,
Mm.
etc.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty common.
Well, I'll do my own identification on name Shausterius. And
Okay.
fill the information and ask like, what names do you want to be on your identification?
All the humans have such crude names. I think you can come up with a better name than I can.
Bob.
Now you are Tim.
yeah, Tim, the wizard.
Tim?
I just saw the freaking old grey. Oh.
Okay. You can decide on the names
Yeah, I'll.
before the next game.
Yeah.
We'll decide
Yeah.
on the names between the games.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you going north? Do you set?
We haven't set the plan on stone. We need time. Which we don't have.
We'll
Because
spend
Morgran
more-
doesn't even know what he's supposed to do. He just goes asking.
We don't have the facts. We can't lay a plan if we don't know what we are facing there.
Then ask the bitch in the freaking chain.
But Kamos has the chain.
Really? I saw you holding it this morning.
You didn't. I didn't allow it.
Oh, but my passive perception is way higher.
Yep. Noted.
Overruled.
Objection!
It was high enough for no one to see.
So we haven't seen him holding it yet.
Okay, come on, give it to me.
No. Why would I?
Because I'll slap you otherwise.
Just a moment.
Prepare your weapons. He's attacking again.
Give it to me.
No.
Give it to me.
No.
I wanna ask the bitch in the bracelet.
As you know
in the chain.
what they have said, she only appears when you are sleeping, and what I know, you don't really sleep.
Well, Tiap doesn't sleep either, and he saw her. So, you're...
So we just spent the night, and you want to waste about, well, what you meditate, 4 hours
So,
of our time.
while you are making those freaking papers.
I'm gonna make you a dick.
I need to be a couple of nights, please.
Well, we can speed this process up by dipping it in blood, like you did last time. So you have no...
But he didn't even say that he saw that thing when...
Well, I saw him
And
going
I thought that
crazy.
you were against that.
Let me go hunt some rabbits and let's see what happens. Give me the check.
Get the rabbits first.
No, I need the chain to strangle
Hunt
the
the
fucking
rabbits.
rabbits.
You're a chain hunter.
Oh yeah, I hid it in the inn during last evening when you were here.
Yeah, go get it.
Yeah.
I can help you. You have probably lost it.
No, you are not going anywhere near because you are gonna change the ownership of the chain.
Oh well.
Okay.
And if he doesn't have it, I know you have it. Which means we are gonna have a problem because you are not gonna ask the bitch in the chain. Back to the original question. If he doesn't
Are
have
you
it,
dumb?
you can
Why
do
would
it.
he ask it?
He doesn't know what the fuck he's supposed to do. I want to know what he's supposed to do so we can form a plan.
I think it might have told him already
Yeah,
if
then
it would tell anything about it.
Yep.
And
then how is she going to kill you? If you just throw the freaking chain away, problem solved.
I believe I will explode.
Well, that's the risk I'm willing to take.
But if I'm exploding, what kind of a risk you are taking?
The risk that something happens to you while you are not carrying the chain. If nothing happens, then oh yeah, we just spend, let's say, 2 months wasting our time running around with your imaginary friends. Oh, sorry, they are not imaginary since the app also saw her.
Yeah, and to mention, I also questioned her about what Morgan needs to do, how is she going to kill him, but she didn't answer.
That means she only wants you dead.
Yep, I kinda have the same impression.
So why go north? You can die in, how many days? 23 days? Without getting
Yeah.
tortured? Easy as that.
I would, if there is even a chance to stay alive, I would
Well,
rather...
she haven't give you any chance, has she?
Nope.
Yeah.
She's a nasty piece of blood and hair and pets.
I don't see what difference it's gonna make if we spend one more day here trying to get information out of her.
Sure, whatever. If you want to speak to her, I'm not going to stay in your way.
Finally! Okay, give me the chain. Come on, give me the chain.
But you don't... Kamos has the chain.
We went through this. He's lying.
How do you know that?
Because he wouldn't hid it in a place where we might not go back.
But our stuff is in there.
Yeah.
I'm actually carrying mine.
I thought we were still in the inn.
Well, we went with Kamos to forge the freaking papers. At least I think so.
Well, I don't know about that, but at least I went to the
Mhm.
town hall. But
And since we are all conversing with each other, I think we are in an earshot.
telepathically.
We have leveled up.
No.
Well, my stuff is still in there. I'm gonna carry it around for nothing.
Morgan walks to Kamos and it's okay. Get the chain from the inn and cleverly I stick the chain in his pants. Sleight of handedly.
Yeah, I'm keeping eye on you.
As you do so, I need you to throw a wisdom saving throw.
He's gonna flip out.
Mm-hmm. And now would be the best situation to give him bardic inspiration.
To 18.
Like wing. That's
18.
nice.
How much?
18.
18.
Okay. Yeah. It kind of happens in such a swift manner. You just tap Kamos and
I think I'm most
slide
likely
chain there.
into it. Like
Yeah,
I know what you are doing.
yeah. It's quite obvious for you, but
Yeah.
Suddenly guys just hugging it out. It's okay.
Yeah, when I said that you are not going anywhere near him because the chain is gonna change ownership,
No.
I
you were-
might have
You were just
think
talking
that
about
there is
coming to the
something
inn
going
with
on.
me.
It's at least to me it's obvious.
yeah.
Yeah,
Change owners.
Well, anyways, I will head back to the inn to get the chain.
Okay. I need you to throw wisdom saving throw.
Well, that's nice.
But I did feel like a small hint of like
11.
something when I gave it, or
11.
Okay. As you get to the inn, kind of you just get in the door and 180 and
Well, go
Like
back
I'm
onto my
letting him
backpack
go
and-
there.
Well, what was in this yesterday's bottle?
yeah. As you take the sip.
No, not you. Give it back to him.
Soon I will, yes. I think you are... Aren't you supposed to be a lady?
yeah,
Yes,
I
I don't
haven't
know
said
about the
anything
other one.
about the dude.
Oh.
And there's no answer. And as you get back to everyone else, we're going to end today's game just a bit early because we have things to do in our lives, and we can hang it for the next time. Great. Okay, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. We had a few people in the chat. Someone followed even. I think we are quite close to 100 followers.
Yay!
So got that going for us.
And
So-
900 views away from 10,000 views.
That's quite something.
Where's them Twits money?
Yeah, maybe we could do something 10k special. Let's see.
Like,
That might be a pretty good idea, yeah.
Yeah. I have been kind of yearning for doing a game, not maybe story related, but one shot where the
Oh shit.
people in the chat can
No.
decide
No.
what's going to happen. That would be awesome to play, but we'll see. Maybe
Take charge of my character.
let's think about it and announce it in 10K.
Yeah.
When we get there. But anyway,
We get
thanks
there.
for tuning in every Monday, 18:00 EET. The YouTube link is found from the last screen and down below if you're watching from Twitch. And yeah, I'm trying to release the newest videos always as fast as I remember. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thanks.